What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Panthro Games, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to get all 4 of the dark legendaries in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And of course, guys, if you enjoy these Pokemon, guys, or new to the channel, please subscribe, like the video. I really appreciate it. So there are 4 dark legendaries you can get in the game. I actually do recommend getting all of the Koraidon or Miraidon powers before you begin this. Some of them are pretty impossible without all the powers, especially the last one, Rock Climb, is going to make this process a lot easier, and they're at level 60, so you're going to need to have pretty much all the gym badges too, because it's going to be really hard to capture them without having that boosted catch rate, because they already have a legendary catch rate, and without the gym badges and a legendary catch rate, you're essentially going to be near impossible even catching them. So I do suggest doing this near the late game or the post game of Scarlet and Violet. I also highly recommend completing Rhyhorn's quest, as she's going to put the locations of the 4 Pokemon of Ruin on your map. And honestly, I think this is very important to do because it gives you a general area of where you should be searching for these Pokemon, and also where they're going to spawn when you're actually getting all of their 8 stakes. So overall, recommend doing this. You just need to complete the history class and then talk to her like 3 times throughout the university, and then you'll get this conversation here. The first one we're going to be doing is the Grass Wither Shrine, which is how you get the Grass Dark type Wo-Chien, the snail. And you can actually fly directly to the shrines, which is really nice. And the first stake is actually right above the shrine on this cliff side. All you got to do is climb up here. If you have a Koraidon power, makes it really easy to do, and just pull it out, and that's your first one. The second stake is pretty easy, as it is just south of Artizone West Pokemon Center. So all you got to do is go to the grass type gym area, fly here, and then you're going to climb up onto this cliff. So you could probably need the climb power to access this one, and then that's your second stake. The next stake is located northeast of the Pokemon Center, called Los Platos East. Los Platos East is found towards the bottom of the map, and zooming in, you just got to go here, and then you got to climb up this cliffside. And this is where we actually are. That's the Pokemon Center. Climb up this cliffside with the climb ability, and the stake's going to be right here. Pretty obvious to see. This one is right next to the Mesagoza East Gate, so you want to fly over right here, and you're just going to cross the river. You just need the glide ability to make it from here to there, or you can just climb up on this arch. And once you get over on the other side here, you'll just see the stake right in the ground at the end of this little hill. This next stake is really close to the previous one, so to make this as easy as possible, I actually recommend flying over to the South Province Area 3 Pokemon Center, and then from there you can actually see where we are located. You can see the Pokemon Center from here, and the stake is in the middle of this mountainous area on one of the cliffs. So all you got to do is climb up or take this path over and jump, and then you'll be able to reach it. The next stake can be also found south of the Los Platos East Pokemon Center, but it's going to be right on top of this waterfall area, so you're going to have to climb this mountain up. And if you don't know, you can actually see the lighthouse from the beginning of the game here as well. So give us a nice overhead look of the area, and there you go. That's your next stake. The next stake is located just southeast of Mesagoza. There's no real landmarks here, but when you cross this land bridge over here, you're going to go to the very top of this mountain. At the very top, you'll be able to see the stake, and it has a great overlook of the entire region. As you can see, we just climbed the very top of this mountain. And our last stake is a little bit tricky. So you want to be at East Providence 1, which is above the grass type gym. And you want to be left of where it says East Providence. And when we zoom into it, you're going to see a little inlet right here. We want to be within this area. And looking at the map here, you can see it right hanging on this little grass area over the desert. So it's right in between the grass and the desert on a cliffside. You're definitely going to need to climb up here in order to get this last one. And with the last one pulled, the seal is now open, and you will be able to challenge the legendary Pokemon. Next up is the yellow stakes for the Ice Wren Shrine. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be flying to this tower right over here to begin, and you want to climb up on this mountainside a little bit. And from here, you should see a yellow stake right hiding behind the mountain here, and that'll be your first yellow stake. The next stake can be found southeast of the West Province Area 1 Central Pokemon Center, which is sort of near the bug type gym. So you want to fly over here, and then you want to head southeast to this mountain, and you're going to climb this mountain range, and we can see the Pokemon Center from here. And when we turn around the mountain range, we'll see the stake right below us. The next stake can be found right to the west of the West Providence Central Area 1 Pokemon Center. And this is actually where the windmills are located when you're going up to the Titan. And if you look down the left to the cliff in the middle here, you can just jump right to the stake and get it in the middle. This next one is right next to the West Providence Area 1 North Pokemon Center, but a better fast travel location is the Watchtower next to that Pokemon Center. So what you would want to do, the easiest way is you can climb up that tower and fly all the way here. You want to go pretty much like to the south of that tower, and which is right next to the ruins. You need to climb up here or glide over here to get this stake. The next stake doesn't really have a landmark next to it, but you can just fly southeast from the Watchtower and head here, or you can go right to the Pokemon League, fly there, and go over here. It's hidden in this little inlet on the map, literally just right here. And to get a better view of it, honestly, it's just on this hill. So you get to the corner, you can just climb up this hillside, and you can see a Pokemon Center in the town over there too. This next stake can actually be found in the city of the Water Gym. You just need to get behind the city and go through the trees. And you can literally get it from the main street. So just go back behind the gym area, and the stakes will be hiding right behind this tree. Now, the next stake is a little bit tricky. So the pathing for this is you want to go to the Psychic type gym, start here, go up to the waterfall. You're going to start at the top of the waterfall, follow the waterfall down, and you want to be up on the bottom side of the waterfall, or you could say the left side if you're facing north on the waterfall. Now, while you're looking at it, you can see the waterfall's falling down, and we're looking down, and then when we look down, just right there, you can see the little stake hanging off. Now, the last one is south of the bug type gym leader. You want to get across this river, and you want to start on this side because this is inside of a cave, and this is the cave entrance. So you see there's water, go around this cliff and go here. Then when we turn around, we'll be able to go to this cave. And this cave is sort of next to the West Paldean Sea too, so you can go from the other entrance as well, but I think it's a little bit easier to go from this entrance. And then with this one, you'll be able to capture the dark type legendary. And now for our 8 green stakes. So the first one is going to be in this cave system that looks like a bunch of dragon teeth. This is very close to the desert, and you can just fly right to the hollow and just go straight east, and then you'll eventually see it hanging up on one of these rocks, and then you can just easily pull it. Now, stake number 2 is really hard to miss. It is just south of the Watchtower as well, but instead of going inside of the cove, you're going to go around the cove, and it's going to be right in the middle of the field, right next to the waterfall. Our next stake can be found in the lake, and if you want to fast travel, recommend doing it from either the hollow or from the city. And you're just going to go to the bottom part of the lake and climb up on top of this hill, and you'll be able to see the stake from a distance. Our next stake can be found in the middle of the lake on this small island in the middle of the map, right above this little bit bigger island, and it's just hanging off on top of the island. And our next stake is also found in the middle of the lake, but on the big island this time, and you want to go to the right side of the big island, and the stake will be right there. Now, this next stake is going to be connecting the lake to the ice mountains. You're going to follow the river up, and you're going to climb up here over this waterfall. And when you're on the waterfall, all the way at the top here, you're going to be able to get your next stake. For this next one's a little bit tricky. So you want to go through the trail here and climb up this ice mountain all the way to the top. And when you're on this ice mountain, you're going to look down towards the northern sea, and you're going to see the stake in the ground. So you want to be pretty much right at this tip where the ice meets the brown, and then you'll be able to get this pretty easily. And now our last stake is going to be west of the trail, and you can fly over here to the Garcia Stones, and you're going to go next to the ruins here, and you're going to climb up this little mountain area. And then you'll see at the very top, the stake will be located, and that'll be our last green stake. And now for the 8 blue stakes. So the first stake we're going to go for is located all the way north on this beach, and it's pretty easy to get to. You can just jump off the top of the mountain and fly over to it, and it's just chilling right in the middle of the grass. Our next stake is located in the middle of North Providence Area 1, so I recommend fast traveling here if you can. And then we're going to go to the middle of this mountain in this area, and when you climb the top of this mountain, the stake will be here. You can see the Pokemon Center from here to give you some general idea, but you will need to climb up high for this. Our next stake is located right on the edge of the Tag Tree Thicket and North Area Providence 1. You want to probably head from this Pokemon Center and go all the way south, and right on the edge you'll be able to see this stake. But you can also see that it's right above the forest, so if you just want to be going through the forest or you feel more comfortable with that, you can just climb up to the very north end of the forest and you will find this stake here. Our next stake is just located right south of the mountain, right when you get off the ice onto this little green patch where the stake is located. Looking down, you can see a Pokemon Center all the way down here, and that's going to be the closest fast travel point. But if you just climb the mountain straight up and just follow the path up here, you'll be able to find this stake pretty easily. Now, this next stake can be found right above the electric gym, and you actually want to fast travel to the lighthouse here. And this is right above the lighthouse. As you can see, there's the top of the lighthouse. You can climb the mountain straight up, and then you'll be able to get this stake pretty easily. Now, this next one may be a little bit trickier to get to, but once you realize where it is, it's not too bad. So you're going to be in North Providence Area 2, and you're going to be all the way on the edge of the map where this blank spot is. And on this little edge, you're going to find this ruins area, just hidden in a little nook and cranny, literally right next to the border of the game world. And behind the ruins here is just going to be the stake we need. This next one is going to be located just northeast of the North Providence Area 2 Pokemon Center, which is pretty much right next to the Team Star Fighting Leader as well. And what you're going to be doing here is going northeast, and you're going to climb up this mountain, and you can see the Pokemon Center is just a little bit over there. And from there, you're just going to climb up and grab this. And our final stake is actually right in front of the shrine. So what you're going to do here is you're going to, from Pokemon Center, go south. You're going to climb the very top of the waterfall. And at the top of the waterfall, you're going to climb up the mountain a little bit more, and you'll see our final stake here. And then you can get the fish to fight. And that is how you get all 32 stakes to fight all 4 dark sub-legendaries. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys next time with more Pokemon content. Peace out and have a great one.